Hello everybody and welcome back to Ren Gaming again. This is about the 15th one of these I've done today, so I will probably start repeating myself and being very boring. I excuse the shadows on the desk. The lighting in here is shit because I'm in my lounge and you know I don't have a studio. Right, so on to my epic new PC build. Power supply was always going to be a bit of a bone of contention because I'm only running a single card, a H80, and nothing's actually terribly powerful in there. I mean, I'm running a GTX 770, 8GB of RAM, a HDI, a SSD, maybe a standard old-fashioned type hard drive. I'm not sure yet, but I didn't need anything too big. And I had an old Corsair 550 laying about. I wasn't quite sure whether it was going to be able to do what I needed it to do, plus it didn't have the two 8-pins I need for my card. So, on sale on Amazon, AX760, and now I've got an AX1200 in my big build. They're fantastic power supplies, I've never had a problem with it. Now these are very, very silent. The reason I got the AX760, not the AX760i, is the extra 20 quid for the link software in a mini ATX build. I'm not going to need it, you know what I mean? And it would just add extra fucking cables everywhere. It would look a mess. And of course, when the area you've got to build in is this big, yeah, not going to happen. But this is going to go in the Corsair 250D, and you can fit a full-size ATX power supply in there. Now, bizarrely enough, they were showing it with an AX1200i, overkill completely. And now this is probably a bit more powerful than I'll need, but it's kind of future-proofed if I need anything bigger, or if I stick a Titan in there, for example, needs a bit more power, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to quickly show around the box. So it's Corsair AX760, like I said, which is from the AX series. There are so many different types of Corsair power supplies. I think the thing to do with power supplies is find one you like, find one that is popular and is the best one you can afford. NZXT have got some great power supplies. The EVGA ones are very good as well. Silverstone ones are brilliant. I like Corsair because I trust them. You know, and this is what it comes down to. When you're going to spend £100 on a power supply plus, or maybe 200, 300, depending on what you go for, you want something that you know you can trust and is going to give you decent voltages and not jumps and spikes. So right, let's have a quick look. Quiet operation. Now, if it's anything like the 1200, it'll be silent. Fully modular. Now, this is important to me. I don't want that big, you know, that big horrible thing of cables. No, I do not want that. It's fucking horrible. I use the cables I need, in which this case is going to be about 5 of them. So, this is in French, so that's why I can't read it. What does it say on here? Compatibility. Auto switching circuitry provides universal AC output from 100 to 240. Supports ATX 12 volt 2.3 and EPS 12 volt 2.9 standards. It's backward compatible. Blah 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 blah. It's 150 mil long by 86 by 160. So it's not the smallest power supply in the world. So let's have a quick look. I hope to God the 24 pin isn't in this colour, because it's going to get thrown away if it is, because I need it black. If it's in them colours, I'm not going to use it. So what you get with it, you get an ATX 24 pin, you get 2 times ATX 12 volt 8 pin, they're the 4x4s. You get 6 PCI 8 pins, 12 SATA, 8 peripheral, the 8 pins, and 2 times floppy. Why you'd need a floppy, I do not know. Right, so let's cut into this beast using my trusty kitchen knife. Not quite as slick as some of the sites on YouTube, I know, but right, so it is the 80 plus platinum. Sorry, just making sure you can see this in shot. So it is very, very efficient. Oh, here we go. You could never get these open without tearing them, and I don't particularly want to tear it. So we'll try it this side. There we go. So we'll pop the box there. Spin it around. Now Corsair always do these lovely boxes inside the boxes to keep everything safe. So we're going to cut in. I have to say I am going to be massively disappointed if these pins, these cables aren't properly sheathed, because they are supposed to be. So AX860 and the 760 instruction manual. Again, you shouldn't really need one. The warranty guide generally says about warranty. I do not like Corsair's warranty, I have to say, because generally, obviously you get your 12 months with whoever you buy it from. When you send it back to Corsair, you have to pay for shipping, and to send something back this heavy is going to cost a fucking fortune. Anyway, tie wraps, a case badge, and some fixing screws. Nice. Power cable. Now this is what we like. See, Corsair do these little tiny bags with all the goodness inside, and oh, they are black. That is a relief. The picture on the back of the picture on the back was showing these in the horrible yellows, blues, and reds and stuff, and that is horrible. No one wants to see that. These are black. Look how nice that is going to look. In truth, I'll probably use an extension cable in black and red to plug into the motherboard, but that's your 24. I don't and I won't take you through all of these, but you know, the 6x2 PCI, there are so many cables in here. You're never ever going to need them. So what we got? Molex, PCI the 24, we've got a SATA. In fact, I will take you through them since I started. Another SATA, 6x8, 6 and 2, sorry, again, and there's the important one. Now, when I originally started planning this build, the motherboard I was going to use only uses a 4-pin, and what I didn't want was all this cable coming through. But the motherboard I'm using now is an 8 and 8, so if you're using a 4 you can split it, but you will still have to run this through, and I mean you can cut the sleeve and run it back. I would suggest that, especially with a mini ITX, you don't want all these cables everywhere. But that is that. So let's get on to the good stuff. Now, just to say, those cables aren't sleeved in black, they use black cable. That's the difference. You can buy the upgrade kits, they're not terribly expensive. They range from about 20 quid up to about 70 quid. But I don't think there's going to be enough cables on show in this build to warrant it, to be honest. Just pop that there. So again, a lovely Corsair bag, keeping everything safe. And I believe it's in another bag, which it is. There we go. So, sexy. AX760, considerably shorter than my AX1200. Fully modular. I'll turn it around the right way. Fully modular, as you can see. So, 24-pin ATX. Yeah, you're going to need it. Peripheral and SATA, if you need it. PCI, if you need it. 4x4, which I am going to need. 4x4 down here as well. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cables is all I'm going to need. And you can imagine it like the old-fashioned ones. This big lump of cables coming out would just look a mess. It's a 120mm fan on the top, I believe. Standard power on the back. Lovely. It is a lovely looking bit of kit, and it's going to fit just nice with the red of my build. So there we go. Quick look on the bottom. AC input. It explains the DC input, plus 3.3, plus 5, plus 12, minus 12 and plus 5. Max load 25 amp, 25 amp, 63 amp, 0.5 and 3. Yeah, lovely. Right, this is probably the last video I'm going to do, because I need to get these uploaded. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Stick with me. I'm going to get the build lock up, but like I say, I don't get the case for 2 weeks. So I'm not really going to be able to do anything. There's no point populating the motherboard or anything shit like that, because it only takes a minute. So as soon as I've got the case, I'll review the case, get the build done, stick it up on YouTube for all you lovely people to see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon.